So if someone was going to move here from America and they brought over a bunch of silver eagles and gold eagles, you guys would buy that kind of stuff?
Very liquid. You'll have no problem selling that at all.
Where do you think the price of silver and gold is going to go from here?
Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. I traveled around the world to the beautiful city of Perth in Australia, and while I was there, I did get a chance to visit the world famous Perth Mint. I've got a bunch of videos coming out in the future talking about that experience. You do not want to miss those. But while I was there, exploring some of the great beaches and seeing some of the amazing wildlife that Australia has to offer, I stumbled across a coin shop and I was able to get their unique perspective on buying precious metals on the other side of the world. This was quite the experience.
Hello, Andrew. Good to meet you. And you're the coin shop owner at Sterling and Currency in Fremantle, Australia, yeah?
That's it, yes.
And we got some really cool stuff here. We have some pre-decimal, some of your guys' junk silver. Can you kind of talk about what this stuff is?
So I figured since you're here from the US, you want to see something that you may not see normally. So we've got Australian junk silver dates back to 1910. So 1910 to 1945, this stuff is 92.5% silver. After the Second World War, the government recalled coinage and melted it down and minted it into 50%. So this stuff's 50%, so between 46 and 64 it was 50%. And then in 1966, we switched to decimal currency, and so that $1/2 or 50-cent piece, there's 75.3 of those to a kilogram, and they're 80% pure. So that's like our equivalent to the JFK $1/2.
So let me ask you this. In America, a lot of people are worried about needing to barter for things in the future. Perhaps there's a currency collapse. In Australia, is it similar that people would buy stuff like this if they ever need to just trade it instead of using cash?
Yeah, so silver is an equivalent precious metal to gold in terms of being a hedge against inflation, but gold 20th ounce was like $300 and something, so that's a big amount of money to spend on a small daily transaction.
Right.
So that's where silver comes into play. We generally sell this stuff by the kilogram, and folks want a good mix of denominations so that if the end of the world as we know it does happen, then at least they've got something that they can use to get out of a jam or to buy some food.
So in America, there's a lot of buying and selling right now. There's a lot of new people coming in who've never heard about silver. Are you guys seeing a lot more customers wanting to buy or offload their precious metals?
So at the moment, we're seeing a lot of people buying. We haven't yet had the influx of old hands who are selling. We're hoping that we can replenish our stock over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, so we've got money ready to spend.
So I know that it's a little bit different with Australian dollars versus US dollars, but here in Australia, what is the price of gold and silver?
So as of today, the silver price in Australian dollars, I mean, I'm looking at a price of $80 per ounce. It was 82 earlier today, 6,424 Aussie per ounce of gold. Man, that's some big numbers.
So are these all-time highs for you guys?
Yeah.
And it keeps going up like every week, yeah?
Yeah, we had a bit of a pause at the end of last week. I understand there were some resistance points, but yeah, we've surged through that again in the last couple of days.
One other question I had, so in Europe, they have to pay VAT for silver. Do you guys have any sort of taxes like that?
So there's what we have is GST, which is a goods and services tax, and that doesn't apply to pure bullion grade coins and bars. So if it's 99.99% pure gold, or it's 99.9% pure silver, it's tax-free.
Oh, interesting. What would you say is like the thing that everyone wants to buy? If they come in and they say, hey, I want to buy silver, I want to buy gold, what are they normally looking for?
So in terms of probably junk silver, the round 50-cent pieces are the most popular form of junk silver. Then it goes to what we call pre-46 silver, and then you've got post. People are buying whatever they can get their hands on at the moment. When it comes to gold, we have the Perth Mint Kangaroo Nugget series. We've also got gold sovereigns, which are probably about the size of a US $5. They're about sort of $1,400-1,500 each in metal value at the moment. And because people have had them in their families for generations, that's what they've got confidence in.
I also saw this really cool coin here. It looks like it's Mexican though, right?
Yeah, so it's a Mexican 8 reales, and it was recovered from a shipwreck that sank off the coast of West Australia, probably about 12, 18 hours north of us. It was under the ocean from 1811 to about 1978. So there's only about 1,000 of these legally in private hands.
Wow.
So they're pretty rare. That coin is probably worth about $1,000 Australian.
Wow.
Much more than the spot value, much more than what a normal Mexican 8 real from that year would be worth.
So is that something that you have to send in to get graded, or can you sell it like it is?
No, we sell it like it is. So it's been certified by the West Australian Maritime Museum. It's got a certificate from the Commonwealth Government. Unfortunately, these can't be exported because they're considered our maritime heritage.
Really? So I can't take that one home?
Unfortunately not, unless you can move to Australia, in which case you can keep it. But,
there you go.
yeah, so it's called the Rapid Shipwreck. It came from Boston and it sank in 1811. But
Wow.
there's a bit of US history. You can go down to the WA Maritime Museum down near the water, and they've got a big display about all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, bit of silver history back here in Western Australia, all the way from the US.
What would you say is the most popular bullion coin? Is it the kangaroo, hands down?
I mean, we're pretty agnostic here in terms of people are pretty agnostic here when it comes to the type of bullion that they buy. People are happy to buy kangaroo nuggets. Other people are quite happy to buy Krugerrands. You've got the US gold eagles. You've got maple leaves, Austrian philharmonicas. Yeah, people are pretty agnostic, particularly when they gain some experience. They'll collect libertads, they'll collect all manner of gold and silver coins.
So if someone was going to move here from America and they brought over a bunch of silver eagles and gold eagles, you guys would buy that kind of stuff?
Very liquid, you'll have no problem selling that at all.
Really?
Yep, it's international money.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you go.
It's real money.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. So is there any kind of a premium, or do you guys typically buy that stuff kind of like around spot?
Yeah, so because it's scarce here in Australia, we do probably get slightly better prices than dealers do in the US. Bullion, I think our market is smaller, so the buy-sell spread is going to be wider than what you're used to in the United States. But, you know, that type of thing, you could sell it here in Australia really easily. There'd be no discount. Yeah, you'd be getting spot, and if they're a popular date, then yeah, you could conceivably get a premium. And if you're selling them yourself to a fellow collector or another stacker at a trade show or something like that, you get a premium for sure.
Yeah, I didn't bring over a ton of stuff because, you know, you got to declare it and all of that.
Yeah.
But I definitely wanted to buy some stuff, and I noticed you had a cool little silver dragon.
So this is a 1 ounce piece from the Royal Australian Mint. It was a proof issue. The previous owner sadly did not look after it.
Right.
So it was in our junk tray, and yeah, you could have that for $5 over spot if you're interested. So it's a reasonably limited edition proof coin that hasn't been taken care of, but it's a full ounce of silver, and it's a dragon.
Well, I would love to take that one home. I'll have to buy that one from you, Andrew. And you know, one more question here before I take off.
Sure.
Is where do you think the price of silver and gold is going to go from here?
I got no idea, but I don't see the circumstances in the world changing anytime soon. What happened in the Middle East last week is a good positive development, but yeah, the circumstances that are causing people to want to buy silver and gold, I don't see them changing anytime soon. Does it mean the price is going to keep going up? Hell, I don't know, but I'm not a seller right at the moment.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to get to $100 silver?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I've been in this market since the 90s, so I'm probably a little bit cynical when it comes to price projections. But at the same time, I don't see things going backwards anytime soon. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, it's not like with stocks where you get a bad quarterly report or the CEO does something dumb. With gold and silver, you know, they're elements, and it's really hard to stop them when they're in this kind of bull market.
Yeah. The public is, I think, only just starting to get an idea of the opportunity that's available and the reason why people should own precious metals, at least some of it. So those of us that have been exposed to this for a long while know why it's important to have some gold, silver and platinum in our portfolio. But I think that the general public is just waking up. So who knows what's going to happen next?
Yeah, we're not really in the mania phase yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's people queuing up. I don't know if you've seen the media. There's people queuing up to buy gold and silver in the major bullion dealers in Sydney. You know, I don't think that, you know, they're not talking about it in the barber or the taxi or anything like that yet. So maybe we've got some ways to go.
Yeah, well, when there is a line out the door, it's always exciting. And it was really great talking with you. I appreciate the time.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, and I'm going to take that one home too.